Greetings! Today we are going to be studying Charlie Harper. Charlie Harper is an American artist who was born August 4th, 1922 and died June 10th, 2007. He was born in West Virginia, but most of the art that he made was in Ohio. He was quoted as saying, "A world of chaos. A picture is one of the small rectangles in which the artist can create an ordered universe." Now, Charlie Harper used many shapes in his artwork. Can you name these shapes? As you can see, there's a square, circle, triangle, half circle, and rectangle. These were all used in his artwork. His artwork was very broken down, and you can see here that there was a half circle, a oval, a half circle again, a triangle, another triangle, and two rectangles to create the bird. We are going to create our own bird collage in a minute, but first I want you to look at the artwork of Charlie Harper. Do you notice how the birds are created using basic shapes? These are not hard to make, and you can add as much or as little detail as you want.
And nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever.
Now, I want you to take some time and really look at the next picture. What do you see going on in the next picture? What do you see that makes you say that that's going on? And what can we find? I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this artwork next time we talk. Now, I am going to show you how to make your own Charlie Harper collage. First, you'll need paper, a pencil, scissors, and glue. Now, out of my colors, I'm going to pick a color that I like for the background and set it down. Then I'm going to take 2, maybe 3 more colors and set them aside that I want to use. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is pick something for the bird to sit on. Here you can see me cutting a red branch with my scissors. You can also just create a long rectangle to put your bird on. This is up to you. I just thought that this would be a nice perch for my bird, and I add a little bit of glue. Do you notice how I used a nice line and not globs, so it still would stick down but would not be a ooey gooey sticky stucky mess. So here you can see me drawing a oval to cut out for my bird body. Some birds are very skinny, some birds are a little pudgy. You can decide if you want your bird to be a thin or a wider bird. Then I'm taking another color and cutting out a circle for the head. If you notice here, I am placing the different shapes on the paper before I glue them down. I want to make sure that my bird looks exactly how I want it before I begin to glue it down. As you can see here, I'm making a half circle with the same color as the head for the wing, and I'm using the same color as the body for the beak. This is a trick that I sometimes use to really make an image seem cohesive. Cohesive is a big word for together, and to really bring it together. And so I like to do this with my images. I also am cutting out a tiny little eye here, and this is where you can add your flair. This can have as many details as you want, or as few of details as you want. As you remember seeing in some of Charlie Harper's work, sometimes you can tell he spends hours and hours and hours adding very small details to his artwork, but then other times he just uses the shapes and lets the shapes speak for themselves. As you can see here, I am cutting and adding a few more details to my artwork. I used a long rectangle that I folded in half to make the legs of my bird, and here I am cutting some more triangles to create a more foofy tail for my bird that I am adding here. Next, once I have my bird all laid out, I am going to come back and glue the bird together. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. And here is my bird. Happy creating!